With the rise of social media in our everyday lives, people have begun to take greater interest in looking better each growing day. Whether it be trying to lose a few pounds, clearing up some of that acne, or maybe even growing a bigger yacht. People want to look better than they did yesterday, and which I think is honestly pretty cool. And I've been seeing this self-improvement arc become extremely prevalent in younger men. So with that being said, this video is not me saying to stop caring about your appearance, mental, or anything like that, because let's be honest, most men, including myself, do not take care of themselves at all. And hey man, I'll be the first one to admit it. Like me, wake up and the first thing that I say to myself is, the air of nature will heal my pores while the blood of my enemies becomes my skincare routine. Then walk out the door and proceed to fall to my knees at the slightest inconvenience. But I digress. While there is a decent amount of people genuinely going about this in a healthy way, there's a much larger, louder crowd of people taking this to the most extreme lengths I have ever seen. So yeah, that's right folks. Today we are taking a deep dive into the realm of Looksmaxxing. I can say with 1,000,000% confidence that any person taking Looksmaxxing at unfiltered face value is a shit. Oh, 1 second here. That's the old mule alarm. Hold on. Let me lock in real quick. Hey, what's going on, chat? It's your boy Nax here, aka your favorite low-income YouTuber, as some of you guys like to call me. And I'll be honest, while I do find this hilarious, I don't know where the hell it came from. Do I look broke to y'all? Like, do I gotta go band for band in the Discord with some of you guys? Because like, where did this come from? Actually, matter of fact, I'm gonna do you guys one better. Stay right there. I'm heading money spread. Let me go grab my racks.
What? I thought a bro nigga said something. Talking shit, but they still ain't saying that. We gon' trap this bitch out to
Four pockets full. You think these little baby jeans? Money long, dick long, motion. Well, yeah, motion. We're still working on that. We're working on that last part. Yeah, if you could like, subscribe for me real quick so I can complete that phrase in the future, I'd really appreciate it. But in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and take off this ice before I really get to blinding you niggas. Anyways, as per the title of this video, I have jumped booty butt ass naked, balls deep into this whole Looksmaxxing trend that's going on, and boy, do I got some shit to say about this. Fellas, what the hell are we doing, man? Why are we putting hammers to the face to look like handsome Squidward? Yeah, you heard me correctly. A couple months ago, people were actually taking objects and causing microfractures in their jaws to create a chiseled jawline. But believe it or not, that is just one of the forbidden texts that fall under this umbrella that we call Looksmaxxing, and trust me, it gets so much weirder. As the name suggests, you're pretty much just maxing out your looks via a bunch of different skill trees that exist in your physical appearance. If you're thinking to yourself, oh my goodness, that sounds nerdy and incel-y as shit, it's because it is nerdy and incel-y as shit. I'ma just keep it a buck with y'all niggas. And that's because this trend actually spun off from one of the world's most unconfident circle jerks known to mankind, the red pill manosphere. Yeah, the dots starting to connect a little bit now, ain't they? Yeah, I know. Anyways, as I just hinted, Looksmaxxing seems to be this fat-ass cover term built up of a whole bunch of different types of stuff. On one hand, you have the stuff that genuinely does seem to work, and then on the other hand, you just have straight up bullshit. I mean, you've got weights maxing, skincare maxing, nutrition maxing, views maxing. The list honestly just keeps going on. Just think of anything that will keep you looking healthy and throw maxing at the end of it, and boom, it falls under Looksmaxxing. And honestly, whatever will get dudes to not call basic hygiene gay, go for it, gang. Go for it. Knock yourselves out. But the most prevalent of them all is this thing called mewing, which is a doozy. Mewing is a mouth exercise that has essentially stood as the forefront of this whole Looksmaxxing trend, and I genuinely don't know if niggas seriously believe it or not at this point, because it has been memed to all hell all throughout TikTok. Like, it's to the point that I got a random DM of a viewer mewing, and I'm familiar with this guy's game. He is a memer. All the exercise is just putting your tongue to the top of your mouth, swallowing, and then holding that pose, and it's supposed to like strengthen your jawline and like make it sharper or something. Unless I am a genetically debuffed xenomorph, mewing does not do jack shit that these dickheads are claiming it to do. Like, look at this. I just mewed. Nothing happened. None of my facial muscles are visibly showing any forms of strengthening, like nothing at all. If it's supposed to be an exercise, you should be seeing the muscles actually flex the same way your arms do when you hit a push-up. Like, if anything, my damn double chin is tripling. Like, what is it supposed to do? If I keep doing this, I'm be walking around here looking like Leafy's ugly ass. And before you people hit the comments saying, but it's supposed to be long term, you didn't do it long enough. Shut up, Charles. I've mewed for 40 days and 40 nights, non-stop, back-to-back, hardcore mewing. And I'm here to tell you, it don't do shit. For the love of God, please stop believing the before and after pictures of someone claiming they casted an unlimited mew domain when in all reality, they just went through puberty.
Come the day, it gets worse, and I hope you fucking. Now what's the word, Captain? I think I
Back in my day, we called this a glow up, but now the youth are calling this a full-on display of looksmaxxing. I mean, dude literally just started washing his face to clear up the acne and then grew a beard. I promise you niggas, it is that simple. And it's not just him. Every single person that I've seen post seriously about this whole looksmaxxing thing is the same exact case. You either just hit puberty or got off your ass and went to the gym. But if it was that simple and contained, I wouldn't be making this video. And I get so annoyed by this because there are just as many people trying to profit off of this as there are people trying to meme on it. On top of that, there's a decent chunk of teens who don't have good self-esteem off rip and are just following this like it's the Bible. The constant comparison and thinking I must have a chiseled jawline is only going to hurt their minds in the long run. And you can tell people are taking this comparison thing to the absolute limit because there's an entire term deemed for it now, mogging. And even that is being memed and profited off of. Like people are actually buying and selling into this Mogworks course on how to achieve a better look. My brother in Christ, just go to the damn gym and wash your face. That is it. I beg of you. Matter of fact, if I catch any of you niggas dropping 40 schmeckles a month on self-improvement tips that are like 2 Google searches away, instead of putting that money into face wash or like a weight set, I'm pulling up to your house and putting y'all into the blender of doom. And apparently one of the other tips for the jawline chiseling that accompany the mewing is chewing hard gum or just hard stuff in general. And not gonna lie, after learning that, I am 100% confident that it is all a scam. Because how in the hell do you guys still not have a chiseled jawline with all that dick chomping that you're doing? Make it make sense. Like if you were over the age of what, like 16, 17 buying into this, I genuinely think you have more problems than just the jawline, buddy. We gotta fix that cognitive processing before anything else. But no, there are actual people taking this at face value and just running with it. I kid you not, right before I sat down to record this video, I saw a bunch of TikToks just pushing this one filter that supposedly shows you what hairstyle you need to get for your type of head. It was like the wackiest, dumbest thing I've seen in like months. Holy shit, dude, just get a haircut that you like. You don't need to base your haircut off of like a RNG TikTok filter. Like, are we stupid? Are we dumb? Is this the lasting effect of social media on the youth? Like, what's going on here? All haircuts are valid on you. Well, that's all haircuts except for mullets. Don't come around with that bullshit. It's going to get wicked. I've also seen some teachers on TikTok talking about kids mewing in class, which I will admit is hilarious. Hey, Jack, can you put the answer number 7 up on the board for me real quick? I'll be the first one to say it. Dickhead high school next would be doing the same exact thing, but as a joke. It's past the whole joke cycle now because not only are people paying for Mogworks, but there's an entire AI-based app that is giving 2K player builds based on your looks. I genuinely got curious and installed it to try it out just for it to hit me with a paywall of $3.99 a week, which doesn't sound bad at first until you realize it's $3.99 a week. There are 4 weeks in a month, which totals out to $16 a month. That costs more than Disney Plus. What's going on? $16 a month for what is probably another RNG machine disguised as AI. And just a disclaimer here, it very well may be AI. I didn't pay for it and I won't be paying for it, but just looking at how cheaply built it is, yeah, kind of doubt it, gang. And to be fair, I will say these are very valid stats. You know, overall potential skin quality, these are things that you should care about. But putting a numerical value on it and trying to rank yourself amongst others is the underlying issue here. Which again leads to my main gripe with this whole trend. This is just an endless cycle of comparing yourself to someone else. And this same sentiment can be echoed into all aspects of life. There's always going to be someone better than you. There's always going to be someone that looks better than you. And there's always going to be someone that's doing better than you. You're never going to achieve that perfect look, that perfect lifestyle, none of that if you keep your mind trying to compare yourself to others. You're just going to stun lock yourself into the hamster wheel of death. And the sad reality of this whole situation is no matter how many times I reinforce that point throughout this video, there's going to be at least one person that clicks off and then continues to say, according to my calculations, if I mute 4 times a day, I will look just like Chico in no time. Y'all do realize this wiggle was born with a genetic buff on y'all, right? Like he was born with a chiseled jawline. Some things just aren't in the cards for you, gang, and that's fine. He is not you. You are your own person, gang. You don't need to min-max yourself to look good for a bunch of other dudes. Low-key, that shit sounds gayer than sucking dick and balls. Like, come on. Like, I really hope that me saying that and putting that into perspective, like, actually realizes and, like, triggers something in your head. And side note, I personally don't get the whole hype of wanting a chiseled jawline. Like, some of these niggas be looking like Mac tonight while having Riz worse than Johnny Bravo. Confidence is quite literally the IRL equivalent of hockey. I kid you not, I have seen some bum ugly niggas take down some holy god devil roots. Like, it is ridiculous what confidence can do. And the crazy thing is, most women that I've seen actually prefer dad bod types of men over like the whole chiseled archetype, which is genuinely hilarious to me. Like, I have a bunch of young men in America hitting the old all for shorty just to pick dude that has a personality past mewing in gym. As long as you aren't chasing after like a soulless gold digger or like an airhead, I'd say 7 to 8 times out of 10, personality is going to win the Riz Olympics. If you have the personality of a spork, she's going to pick the medium ugly nigga that hits the gritty every Fortnite win because it makes her giggle. Again, this is not me telling y'all to stop trying. I think this whole looksmaxxing thing is good. It gets niggas to actually care about their appearance and health. But if we can just, you know, you take out a little bit of toxicity and comparison, we're golden. And if you genuinely have self-esteem issues, I promise you hitting the gym or getting into self-care will like do wonders for you. Grind that shit out, man. You are in control of how you look. And this goes for the ladies too. If you guys have self-esteem issues, like follow everything I said, you're gonna be fine. Always remember that beauty standards change. Like a lot of this stuff is made up generation to generation. And if you don't believe me, this is apparently what Aphrodite looked like. The goddess of beauty was ugly as shit looking back. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me, folks. My fault for the lack of uploads earlier this week and the 2x a week pump fake that I pulled. Whoopsies. I'm trying to get back on the horse and thug this shit out as best I can because I'm manifesting 2024 is the year of motion. We're gonna be up soon, man. Trust. Everybody's goals this year, we hitting them. But in the meantime, make sure you guys like the video if you liked it, subscribe because you made this far into the video and you clearly like me. Check out all my socials linked below and I'm out of here, man. Love y'all. Be safe. Peace. Protect your mental health. Make sure y'all straight. I'm out.